With the diamond ring, we're going to need to do something a little bit different. In Flash Print, I'll choose File, Load File, choose the diamond ring, and there it is. If I rotate, I can see there's unsupported areas. But in this case, if I just rotate the model, that's not really going to help, because then it'll still have lots of unsupported areas here. So I think the best bet is to print it as it is, but we're going to need to use supports. To add supports, on the right-hand side, there's an icon, fourth from the bottom, says supports. So we click that, and we have a couple different types of support. We have this branching support. If I click auto support, so you can see why it's called branching support. It looks like the branches of a tree. And as I'm looking at this, it doesn't look like it's doing a particularly good job. The inside looks fine, but most of the facets of the diamond are not being supported, nor is the bottom part of this ring really being supported. So what I'm going to do instead is click Clear Supports and switch to the pillar type support and click Auto Supports. Well, that is a little better in that it has more support for the bottom of the ring, but it still doesn't have support for those diamond facets. And that may be because of the overhang angle. Let's see, if I click Clear Supports, knock that down to 45, Auto Supports, okay. Now it's fully supported, which was what we want. It looks like there's a lot of support there, and there is, but this is a particularly odd shape, so it is going to require a bit of support. So we'll click back, start slicing, click Restore Defaults to make sure everything is back to normal, and I'm going to go through the different settings here. So supports, we have linear supports. I've found that increasing the space to model XY 2 clicks and space to model Z 2 clicks helps prevent the supports from sticking to the model. So space to model X and Y is the side supports, and the space to model Z is the distance between the top of the support and the bottom of the model that it's actually resting on. And also, I'm going to add 2 solid top layers. That will provide a kind of hammock for the print to rest on. And anytime you use supports, it's always a good idea to turn on the raft so that the supports have something solid to stick to the print bed on. Click Slice, Slice Preview, and you can see what we have. So we have a raft, so all of those supports are resting on the raft. And as I go down layer by layer and look at it from the top, you can see the supports are just very thin lines. So those will break off very easily. But without the raft, they would not have stuck properly to the print bed. So that's why I needed the raft there. And as I go up layer by layer, you can see what's happening here is the supports are starting to print a solid top layer. So that's why we added those 2 solid top layers. As we go up, the model will then rest on those solid top layers, providing a smoother finish to the model and also making the supports easier to remove, because we'll have a kind of lip or solid surface that we can grab with our snips to remove the supports with. So in this case, the model is 14 minutes. We'll print it out and see what we get.